the energy's not in their brain. Energy went to their bones.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's what me and Christian were talking about yesterday. We were watching some shit about
Giants.
We watched Miss Congeniality.
I don't know that.
It's some like chick flick. Definitely caters towards women.
I think maybe who's in it? I feel like I used to see part of it on TBS, waiting for other things.
You probably jerked off to Sandy Bullock in it.
Probably.
And
I jerked off The Blind Side.
They actually did a really good job. They it's what's his face Albert. Fucking
Alfred, you fucking
Alfred.
idiot.
What's hello, Michael Caine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Michael Caine and Sandy Bullock, and she's just some.
He fucks.
No. He's like half a fag. Like he like.
Well, British. I mean,
the whole premise of the movie is that she's this FBI agent, and she's trying to. There's gonna
classic Sandy.
Classic Sandy.
She's such a hard ass.
And there's gonna be some bombing at this like.
She wouldn't take any of my nonsense.
There's gonna be a bombing at like this beauty pageant or some shit, of all places to put a bombing.
That's a real terrorist.
Yeah, no. So they get Sandy Bullock, who's like,
yo,
this cop who's just
he
gross.
bombs a beauty pageant. Those could be the virgins he goes and fucks in jihad.
Jihad. That's interesting. I don't think
Did you correct my pronunciation?
Yeah, I don't think the people you bomb are the people you get to fuck.
No, obviously.
That'd be a funny premise though.
I'm saying because it's a beauty pageant. He's going to fuck 50 virgins. It's hot chick. So I'm saying maybe he's he's padding.
He's
making
stocking
sure
the
there's
pool
good,
up there.
Yeah. Making sure there's good options.
There's good tail.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're
Going
to kill 50 people.
That'd be funny if that's how it worked. If like suicide bombers, whoever you killed, that's who you're fucking up there. So it's like
probably less suicide bombing.
There would be less suicide. They should just change that little thing in the Quran.
I don't know if that's that one.
Are suicide bombings in the Quran?
In one Quran. One guy's church. Mosque.
But no, there's going to be a bombing at this beauty pageant. She's some like FBI agent. And she's disgusting. Her hair's gross. She just doesn't fuck. She's disgusting.
Sandy.
She's disgusting. She's a real tomboy, borderline, whatever. And they got to beauty her up because she's got to go undercover in this beauty pageant. So Michael Caine is a world-renowned beauty pageant person, trainer, and then some bitch I think said.
I forgot that you prefaced this by saying it was like a girl movie. So I'm saying this like
flick.
this sucks.
Oh, it has the abilities to be a good movie.
No,
and it takes like shitty turns.
I get it. Yeah,
but I
just forgot.
No, so she's doing that, and then they do this thing where, Michael Caine actually pulls through and he makes it beautiful. And then she comes out.
Somehow.
She comes out of this fucking warehouse, and there's a big Michael Caine's walking, and he's like, you got to glide like this, love.
Does he have the measuring tape he puts over his...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And she comes out, and she is stunning. And then that's kind of where the movie takes off. And then she's like in this beauty pageant. She dives on this dude that's like going for a gun, but they're in Texas, so everybody's got a gun. She makes a fool of herself.
Is it is it trying to be funny or just like...
It's trying to be funny. Some parts are funny. Like, it's fine. It's a chick flick. Whatever. You go in thinking it's shitty, it's going to be fine. Like, I went in expecting piece of shit. It's a fine movie. There are some parts in it where I'm like...
Girls have like 5 movies they reference.
Yeah. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one, The Proposal with
no, they don't reference that. With Sandra Bullock again?
Is that Sandra Bullock? Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Yeah. Beat up to that.
That's a big chick flick. That's a great movie. That's a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
It's fine, yeah. It's a rom-com where
I forgot where we were going with that.
Huh.
I had something else and we got sidetracked.
Oh, well, I was bringing up, I led in with tall people or evolved differently.
We were looking at all these models on the stage, and they're all dumb as fuck. They play them dumb as fuck. That's halfway the funny part, is like all these models are dumb as fuck.
It was like in the 90s or 2000s.
Yeah.
Girls are still fun for girls.
And Christian was like...
They weren't all CEOs yet.
Exactly.
They weren't all making their hair blue to try to stand out and try to seem not dumb.
Shaving their head, trying to look not dumb. We can go into that later. That's the next topic. But the
dumb broads.
No, hey,
who'd have seen this coming?
You'll see this. No, but they fucking. There's all these beautiful girls on stage, and they're all dumb as fucking Christians. Like, do you think models are actually like that? And I'm like, yeah. I would say 90% of them are, because you can't look good and be smart.
And they have double nature nurture. It's not like even one or the other, because they have nature of like, you're probably not going to be that smart if your tits are that big. But even if you somehow are that smart, you're still getting treated like a girl with big tits, which is going to make you dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. But
unless
no,
you're
it's like
super smart and you
but it's
realize
like, but the inverse, it's like you could see some fucking, like we were talking about earlier, like some jack dude, big, 6'10", yoked, dumb as fuck.
You know, the
fucking
inverse
box of hammers, this guy.
The inverse isn't really true, though.
What do you mean?
It's not like being scrawny makes you smart. There's plenty of retarded little people.
Well, yeah, of course. But it's also like just because you're ugly doesn't mean you're smart either. There's a lot of hogs that come into work that are hi.
That's why, you know, it's so hard to watch in women's MMA when the hot girl wins, because you go, man, to be ugly and not have fighting be your edge that you have.
The one thing.
To be hard to look at and be like, well, at least I got kicked the shit out of it.
God damn it, she better be funny.
This blonde, bimbo, and then she comes out and whoops your ass.
Which is crazy.
And then still looks good after the fight. Fucking
She lets her hair down after the fight. It's been in cornrows, so it's wavy.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Pulls her tits out. Why not?
Oh.
Bruce Buffer gets a little squeeze.
Oh.
Hits a line of coke off her ass.
That one, maybe.
Enjoys herself.
Some.
She's enjoying herself. Rhonda.
You know Derek Lewis.
Yeah, that's the...
he knocked out her husband and then did that and said, "Where's Rhonda's fine ass?"
Where's Rhonda's fine ass? No, that was good.
That's one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in my life. It's so crazy.
Where's Rhonda's fine ass at?
What are you gonna do? Threaten to kick his ass, man?
I saw Vegas did a 10v2.
Vegas?
I saw it was in a Vegas ring. I have the video if you want to see it. I didn't add it in here, but it's...
Was it 10 little people versus 2 big guys?
It's 2 professionals versus 10 amateurs. And these dudes kick the shit out of these guys.
Did I show you the one?
Dude, though it opens up, this dude just starts running at him, and he gets head kicked into oblivion.
You should go running at someone. Did I show you the one that's like one like light heavyweight versus like 4 lightweights?
No.
They're like fucking his
shit
shit up
like
at
that.
first. And
Really?
then he slowly like deads one guy. And then it's
He's
1
like,
on
okay,
3.
okay.
Then he fucking like chokes one dude out while he's getting his ass kicked. And that's just 1 on 2. And then he just like thrashes the fuck out
I've
of him.
seen the where it's like 2 girls versus 1 guy.
It's less fun.
That one's crazy.
Those are always fun on paper leading up to it. And you see a guy just hit a girl and you're like, oh.
Ooh.
Like it's
They
never.
had headgear on.
Yeah, but I mean, even they also pick the wrong girls, because there's plenty of girls that a guy hits like Cyborg.
Yeah.
No one's like, oh no.
What about that? What's her face? That assassin chick.
Valentina?
Yeah. You think she can hold her own with some dudes?
Like other trained people?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
No.
Okay.
A guy her size would kick the shit out of her.
What about like a smaller guy?
There's only like 1 weight class.
Smaller.
Yeah.
How much does she weigh?
She fights at 125.
Oh, I'd kick her ass. I'd whoop the shit out of her. I'd fucking suplex her ass.
Yeah.
No, she'd do
No,
some
you know
damage.
Cyborg?
What about like a normal dude? She'd kick the shit out of a normal guy.
Yeah, as long as the size doesn't get crazy.
Okay. Cyborg, I know.
Yeah. She's someone that like...
Or Nunez.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Cyborg's mostly who I think of. Because she just looks like fucking... She has like Vanderlei's build. It's a compliment. There's a chick, Miranda Maverick, in the UFC.
Really?
She's probably got bigger biceps than most dudes. Her arms are jacked.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Is that testosterone?
She's like a farm girl, I think.
Oh, so you're just built.
Yeah.
You're just like that. You're working on the farm. You're shoveling hay, bales.
It is funny to see certain archetypes go to their extreme. Like, we all knew a girl in school that would be like, had her dad in her life and like was Tom girlish or whatever.
Yeah.
This is like that. If you just
times 10.
Yeah, like she wrestled.
It's funny just to see like some naturally strong people. I worked with this dude that was just like born in Shanahan, just like hay bales every day, and was just state wrestler, and just like wasn't like jacked, but just had like tree trunk arms, but like
that's how you're supposed to be.
No muscle definition, nothing. Just
that's literally how you're supposed to be. Look at ancient statues. Are they all? Are they bodybuilders?
They're cut.
They're cut, but those are also physical perfection. It's not some guy who's not trying to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're not dudes that are yoked out of their head.
Yeah. But I think if you're just working out there all day, like those African tribes dudes.
And those like dudes are full built, body things.
Those dudes are built like models.
Functional ass strength. You're not just like working muscle groups that only work. Your abs only work in crunching method, and then when you try to do other shit side to side with your abs.
Well, because he's working the plow all fucking day.
He's doing actual farmer's carries. He's not doing shit in a gym named farmer's carries. He's actually doing the thing.
He's hip thrusting the fucking plow every step of the way.
I don't know if that's accurate, but
I bet they fuck well.
I would agree with that.
Not out of breath, really getting after it. Like those African dudes who can like jump really high. I bet that like transfers over to like. I bet you can really bounce some chick off your.
When I was fucking, I was like, I had that because people always talk about how they were like, oh, you know, like you get more out of shape as you get older. Like you don't have those basketball games on the weekends anymore. Like cardio starts.
We
to
play
suck.
Basketball,
but
yeah, no, same thing.
My only thing that I like. So I'm just saying I maybe worked out like a little bit because I would still try. I hadn't completely gone into a depression yet. I was still in my spiral. I hadn't hit bottom. And what's it called? Like, but I just had that thought. I'm like, oh, do people like gas out during sex?
Oh, I bet they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
I bet
if your lungs give out before your dick does. I'm over here trying not to come. My lungs are fine.
Yeah.
I'm not like.
I've been like if you try to have like drunk sex and you're just lasting too long or like you're edibled up, it's like I can't sustain this. Like there's no like at some point it's like, hey, I don't know when you want to be done, but like this could go for hours. Like there's no end to this. There's no end in sight. No.
Yeah, I remember the first.
But then the inverse
during sex.
Huh?
Not even getting bored, but just getting like absent-minded, like kind of just like zoning out and being like, "Wow, I really took this for granted," like very quickly.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no. Or you start building the deck you want to build in your head.
Yeah, like daydreaming type shit, like just absent-minded, just like, "Oh yeah, I got to do this."
But it's funny because it starts like that because you don't want to blow it too quick.
Yeah, at first it's like a skill set.
You start trying to do like times tables in your head. You're trying to figure out long division mentally.
Like, name the 2008 Mets roster.
What's that?
David Wright, third base.
Number 7.
Jose Reyes, shortstop. Who's the fucking second baseman? Who's the fucking second baseman? Fuck.
God, I never get the second baseman. Yeah, I'm doing the Abbott Costello who's on first bit. Who's on first? Which then, what's even the point? If you have to be absent-minded to fuck, like, what's even the point? Just fuck the bitch, blow it, and go again. Have some fun.
She said at one point, like, because I would always go for doggy style, and she said at one point
your preferred method.
She just mentioned at one point how like it is weird that
why don't
like,
you look at
she has nothing to look at.
Wow.
And I'm like, that does suck.
You should put a mirror up.
And then we just kind of continued to do doggy.
Interesting. What if I did this? No, you should have went like serial killer and put a mirror up.
I don't know about that. My dick would get real soft real fast if I caught a glimpse of myself. I was like, oh yeah.
My buddy hates snakes. I sent him a picture of me holding that snake. And he goes, "What the fuck did you just send me?" I said, "What do you mean? It's some fat fuck holding a snake. You don't see it?" You don't see that fat guy holding the snake?
I don't see an obese man. My mom would always be like, "Oh my God, you're not fat."
No, my mom does that too.
But then, so it starts as like a nice thing. But then my mom, I'll be like putting my shirt on. She'll be like, "Your back is really muscular," and I'm like, "Well, that is objectively not true." So now the not fat comment seems equally as crazy. Now I feel 400 pounds.
No, it's like when
that you would lie about something that I can see with my eyes.
That's like when Billy's talking and he's like, "Yeah, no, I asked my girl if I'm getting fat." She goes, "No, you're perfect." He's like, "That's because women want you to get fat. They want you to get fat. They don't want you to they want you to sit on the couch and get fat." No, I
soft.
No, I asked my buddy Spud, and he's not gonna lie to me. He's gonna tell me, "No, you look like shit. You gotta get back in the gym. You gotta get the pump on. That fucking midday pump." That's what I gotta start doing. I gotta start hitting the pump. I think that's what's really lacking in my life.
I know it's lacking in my life, but it also hurts really bad. Shit really hurts right now. Pills don't work. I bought Kratom yesterday. That guy tried to sell me different Kratom. I was like, brother, you pump the brakes.
What was he trying to sell you?
He was like, he didn't have the
not the Cali Gold.
Yeah, he didn't have the brand I liked. So he was trying to see. He's like, well, what were you going for? Like energy?
What?
And I was like, no.
No, what are you gay?
The energy.
Does that come with a dildo?
You're like, brother, I don't drink coffee. I don't need anybody or anything. The only thing I need is something to take the fucking edge off. If you got anything back that does that. I wanted to be like, I take painkillers. Can you give me the fucking Kratom version of that? Because I assume that's what everyone's buying them for. I forget people are gay, and there's like in Vegas there was like Kratom energy drinks, like little Red Bull type things. Disgusting.
Can you imagine?
Nick pointed it out and was like, "Oh, you get fucked up off." I'm like, I would never.
Can you imagine drinking that?
But then I looked at it; it's only got like 2 milligrams. But so it's probably like barely tasty.
I would almost want to try the pills as a stimulant just to see what they do, like to see if that does help. But it's also like. It's like the assholes that come to work and buy the fucking Genius pouches or the Go. It's like, what? It's like, does this work like Adderall? And it's like, no. If you've never done Adderall before and you want to act like you're being focused, yeah, take it. And you can...
Yeah, if you want to pay $5 for a placebo, sure.
Yeah, if you want to trick yourself into it's just it's a 10 milligram edible with a little caffeine in it. That's all it fucking is. It's like, nothing's going to touch an Adderall. They've synthesized that to fucking perfection. Like, it works. You're not going to find some fucking at-home remedy.
I was taking 4 days off in between my Norco. Taking 4 7.5 grams. That's 30 milligrams. And I don't feel anything. 4 days in between them I took.
Then you got to take a week. Did the first day work?
Yeah.
I think you got to take a week, man.
But it's not.
How many doses you get?
Historically.
You get 28 pills. 28 divided by 4.
Is a reset.
Historically. But, I mean, you got to think about tolerance.
But the tolerance resets because there's like 2 weeks at the end of the month.
Yeah, but now your body knows. It knows that beginning of the month is fucking lax season.
Shit's fucking stupid. That's all I know.
Shit's gay is what I know.
Shit's really fucking gay when you sit down.
I didn't know they started printing the pride flags.
Yeah.
The fucking Norco
go,
bottle.
Oh, maybe I'll feel good for 2 hours. And you go, nope. Psych.
I'd rather feel like shit.
Now you just wasted your night doing nothing, waiting for these to kick in, and you could have accomplished something. Now you're double fucked, faggot. And that's how I live my life.
Speaking of faggots, you know what a white shield is?
Something cum related?
No.
Well, you said
no.
Relating to faggots, so I don't know.
A white shield. I've learned about this. There was a Channel 5.
Oh, I bet I know.
Brother?
Yeah, like using white people as literally a shield.
If they start shooting, stand behind me.
Can you... that's like the most white woman shit ever.
This lady's holding the baby.
Those people are just self-important, self-righteous.
This lady's holding the baby is all I want to say. That's all we're going to say about that. Now, it's when white people use their privilege to shield black people from the police.
But that is the type of... That's more racist than...
That's the thing. That's what these people don't understand, is that this shit is so, it's the most rate. Dude, I watched this Channel 5 video, and we can watch it. I have it linked here. It's like 2 minutes.
Don't go actually do anything, but just get some shirts made up that say that so you can walk around and feel like you did something.
You know what? Fuck it. We're going to watch this video just because it's fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, I did watch this.
You did watch this?
Yeah, when it came out, I remember this one.
With the,
Because, yeah, it's not the regular dude, right? It's a black dude.
It's a black dude, yeah, because they won't let him in this area. They won't let Andrew Callahan in this area. Basically what they're saying, it's not coming through the headphones, but basically what they're saying is that they're sectioning off this area using their white bodies as a shield because this area is safe for black people. That's what they're doing. So they're using themselves to section off this area to protect this area for black people. And then the one lady goes on and says...
Yeah, but is it like a... What? It's not like there's a thing happening.
Rating that's their right to have that, and it should be safe. It shouldn't be something that is scary or in danger.
Let's restart this just because it's funny. Feel free to smoke. I don't know.
Body shields. And they're invested. Oh, yeah, they're invested, all right. Not in money or stocks, but in black healing.
Protecting black spaces.
This dude's fucking
which apparently requires the construction of a Caucasian human barrier.
He's disgusted by these people.
It means valuing the space that black people
He doesn't even want to like get pussy. He's like really repulsed by that.
It should be safe. It shouldn't be something that is scary or in danger.
So you guys are protecting it.
Well, we're here to stand as
He's
a
like,
physical
I have friends that would
monument
beat
to
the
stand
fuck
on
out
this
of you
space,
guys.
like, in order to represent the idea that it should be safe.
This chick's whatever.
None of these people can also even articulate.
This chick's
what's
whatever.
happening.
The other chick is good.
Everyone.
Black people don't like dogs, I thought. Get your dog out of there.
Get your dog.
People on the line, particularly, yeah, and you can talk to the coordinators at the front about why they've set that
white
up and kind of what's
coordinators.
going on and why they've asked us to stand here.
It's a real Gestapo-ish situation. They're basically saying like, hey, we've allowed you guys to have this area
So
as for like
you
your
guys are just
space.
basically
Now I'm gonna
blocking
guard it.
off so black people can just have their space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to remind other white people that this is a space for black people, essentially.
We're keeping it segregated.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like,
Bro, it's the race police.
I'm gonna stand next to them
guys are on the
facing the
front
other
line.
way,
What
and
do
as
you
black
have to
people
say
try to
about
leave, I'm like,
all this stuff?
I don't
Wait,
mean
this
to.
bitch, this bitch.
We're here just to show our support that, black spaces should be for, the black community. That's what they want, and that's what they should have. And it was requested
That's what
that
they want.
those that want us to give our support to stand here and basically
Dressed
be
up like it's
a
medieval
white shield
times.
so that others can not have their own spaces corrupted.
That's that bitch we used to work
That's what
with.
we're here for. Just trying to do what we can to help show our support, and that black spaces are important and that they should be
What a
enjoyed
rambling
by
idiot.
black people for black people.
I hope
And
she gets
that's not our
knocked
job
out.
to be interest in there. That's not our space. Our
I
space
hope
is to help all
a
black.
local black youth
Okay,
gets
no,
into
Beats the shit out of
gets
her.
into his
Yeah, I
gang,
appreciate it.
passes his gang initiation by blasting her in the back of the head.
No white people allowed.
I'm not saying anyone's not allowed anywhere. I'm saying that if you want to be an ally, you should know that some places don't require you.
And look,
Don't require your.
The Pokemon music.
No,
okay.
we're not police.
So what's the point of standing there if you don't actually even do it?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It makes no fucking sense. But no, dude, it's some racist ass shit is what it seems like. And it doesn't, and like, I get what they're doing, and I like halfway understand what they're doing, but like,
No.
like whatever. But like, I don't whatever. As a
I think you're mentally fucking ill if you can't. I understand the initial thought of like do a nice thing,
yes.
but then how your brain got that far and you left your house and you went and you stood there and you tried to explain it. In saying it, you weren't like, oh yeah, I can't even really explain what I'm doing. You just word vomit at a guy who's looking at you like you're fucking on Mars right now.
That's like when those people were at those college protests and they were walking up, they were being like, so what are you guys here for? And they're like, I actually don't know. We were told, do you know what we're here for? We were told from Loyola to come here and support.
We're mad.
We're fucking mad. We're fucking angry.
Fucking capitalism. Trump.
Fucking whites.
Men. It's like, don't you have a white boyfriend? Yes.
Well, I do.
But he's one of the good ones.
He's a good white. He goes to all the rallies.
He doesn't listen to Joe Rogan. Isn't that right? Like,
no,
I mean,
listen to War Mode
when Graham goes on.
I mean, if Graham's on,
if Graham and Randall are on, I kind of have to.
I kind of have to tune in. Well, I'm not going to see that.
You didn't support me back there. I didn't. You told me not to lie. Don't fucking lie.
I'm tired of being so scared. My husband is not a threat. He's the biggest teddy bear I know.
Is the husband black? I can't see.
A little bit. But I don't get what he's scared of. Like, just the fact that you're able to do this should prove that there's no fucking... And I'm not saying there isn't issues in certain places. I'm not saying that there isn't certain things that should be stopped.
You know what they always say is systematic racism, but then they target like individual cops, and it's like, well, isn't it? It's the systematic part that's bad, right? Like, we got to tackle it like at the root.
Yeah.
Keep like holding fucking individual guys at the end of the system. It's literally the same as like bitching out us at a counter where it's like, do you think I set the price?
Yeah, do you think I give a fuck?
Do you think I made the rules of the store? Or do you think I make fucking next to nothing and I come in and I, schlep around? Like, brother.
Yeah. Do you think I set the fucking tax bracket? Do you think I fucking have control of that? Some douche wanted to come in and he goes, yeah, I saw you guys were you finally got this in because all the other dispensaries were getting it in. I go, I don't know if that's how that works, man. He goes, no, that's how it works. Everybody else was getting it in, so you guys had to compete. And I go, all right, man. Like, do you fucking want it or do you want to fucking talk politics? Like, I don't know.
What does it matter?
Yeah, what's it fucking? You should be happy.
Also, whenever people like know or even like pretend to know about shit, it's like, so you're like a loser that goes to like 7 different dispensaries. Like, you travel around for the best deal because you have jack shit going on. You wouldn't pay $5 more to not drive 30 minutes. Like,
you're in here every day.
You're a fucking bum ass, and you're gonna try to like act as if you have some insider information. It's like, bro, you're a customer.
You're a DoorDash driver.
Yeah, like
that's your profession.
You're not
go to dispensaries.
In the industry. You're a customer. Imagine being a fat fuck and acting like you were a chef,
or walking into McDonald's being like, "Yeah, I'm kind of like in the industry. I eat a lot of your food, so I kind of know like the ins and outs of this place."
It's like that South Park where everyone's like, I think it was South Park. They'll like get on Yelp, so everyone thinks they're like a food reviewer.
Yeah,
everyone thinks they're like a blogger.
Yeah,
type.
so you get better service.
Yeah. But these people don't even have that aspect. They're just like, they want you to know that they're like that. They don't even need like the masses. They just want you to know that they know. Comic book store had a lot of those people. Just letting you know, like,
this is where I'm at.
I know how things work.
I know you guys want to talk comics, but like
if someone were to sell their collection, they'd be like, listen, I know how this goes. You're only going to give me like half of what it's worth. And it's like, sometimes people say that like a normal human just to like avoid the weirdness. But sometimes people say that as if it's like a brag that they know something. It's like it's pretty standard how
it's also like,
places work.
It's like, that's just how a business works.
Yeah, like that's how
like most. Like, do you think a pawn shop's gonna buy something at the price they're gonna sell it for? I've seen Pawn Stars.
Right.
I've seen Rick Harrison
deal. Auction hunters.
Like, I've seen it happen.
I'm familiar.
I've seen those little tickers pop up at the bottom.
I know this game.
Yeah. You think I haven't seen Discovery? You think I don't watch True TV? It's not reality. It's actuality, baby.
I just want to have like a normal experience with people. I'm not trying to impress them ever. You know what I mean? It's weird to me that someone's like...
Well, that's the thing that we were talking about last week. Like, when you age out of bragging. When you age out of bragging to another man about some bullshit.
Because to brag about something almost means that you aren't like dead inside. And as a man, if you're not like crushed by 30, I don't know. I can't resonate with you at all. So if you're still like, yeah, like faggot that we used to work with, it's like, yeah, I went out and banged some fence posts in. It's like, bro, it's over.
You're supposed to.
It's over.
Hey,
like,
that's called life.
Yeah.
Man. That's called installing a fence.
Oh, you tricked your brain for this year to like think positive? You'll be on meth by the 2026.
Yeah. Who the fuck are you trying to impress?
Back on meth. Right where you started.
Who do you think you're talking to? Like, what the fuck?
I'm saying, like, people want to talk about shit. It's like, honestly, do you get excited about things? Like,
what are you saying right now?
No, I like to talk to other guys that got off work. And I go, how you doing, man? And I go,
I'm just getting by. Hey,
doing all right, man. How about you?
Another fucking day.
Yeah. Just that's always the fun. I mean, you get 3 dykes that come in and try to tell you about the customer experience, and it's like, yo, every time you work on a register, you get bitched at because people hate you because you don't know how to talk to people. Especially motherfuckers that I do know how to talk to because I am them.
This is my specialty, is dealing with these fucking depressed. You're just an ant in the fucking system.
Yeah. You don't know how to strike the balance. Because if they do what I do, it comes off as rude.
Yeah.
Because they're always up here. So if all of a sudden they're down here, it's rude. I'm right there I'm in the trenches with these fellows.
Yeah. You could speak their language.
Just guys whose joints hurt. Guys whose dreams didn't come true.
Dude comes in a fluorescent vest. Limping.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, another hot one, huh?
It's hot every day. Yeah. Cold one out. It's pouring rain. Guy comes in soaked.
Sad son of a bitch.
Hey. How we feeling today?
And we both look at each other and we're envious of the other one. He wants to work inside with weed. Yeah. I go, you would kill yourself if you worked with the women I work with. You work with dudes all day. You work outside. You get some sun, fresh air.
No,
He's like, fresh air. I inhale dust. My lungs are decaying. I smoke vapes all day. I'm dying.
I smoke vapes just to deal with this fucking shithole.
I smoke vapes to steady my fucking shaking hand so I don't put it through someone's fucking face.
For this cool weed job.
That will never go anywhere.
I told some dude, yeah, man, grass is always greener. I told him that the other day when he came in. He's like, man, you guys got like the coolest job. I'd love to work here. And then I told him, I was like, yeah, what do you do? And he's like, I work from home. I just do like, I do like, finance, this, that, and that.
I work from home. I cleared 6 figures.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I barely cleared fucking, I didn't clear 40K last year.
There was a dude at my work that would buy like a ton of shit at the comic book store. And I think he was like a dentist or something. And he would always be like, oh, what I'd give to working here with you guys. And I'm like, brother, what do you think what do you think the manager makes? Not even me. What do you think the manager makes? $32,000 a year. Oh, not this manager. The highest paid manager in the chain makes $32,000.
No, it's fucking disgusting.
I remember being told that and like for a day being like, I could probably make $32,000 work. I'm like, no.
Oh, bro, I think about like what we've made work with like the shit money we're getting paid now. Like, look what I tell this to Christian all the time. I'm like, look what we have now, and we make shit money. Like, I talked to my sister, and I'm like, what do you take home every 2 weeks after taxes? What gets put in your bank account? And she's like, it's like $3,900. I'm like, you get $3,900 in your bank account every 2 weeks? She's like, yeah. I'm like, what do you make it? She's like, I make like 107. I'm like, you'd live like a fucking king in this house. I'm like, do you understand like how people have money? I don't get it. Like, I don't fucking understand.
And I think about it a lot too with the last generation. Because
the next generation, Star Trek.
Sick reference. That thing neither of us know about.
No, what are you saying?
No, like boomers. Like they got better
Oh, you're set up better.
Like, everyone got in while the getting was good.
College is affordable. You get a degree, and it's like, oh, that's fine. So you tell your kid to get a degree, but now it costs too much and doesn't mean shit.
On Bar Rescue, a lot of times the story is like they borrowed money from their parent. And they'll be like, how much money did you borrow? And they'll be like, $200,000. And it's like, so your dad who like, it's not like his dad was a rocket scientist. His dad was like a guy that worked at a factory.
Worked his ass off.
Yeah, he worked his ass off, but it's not like he did some fucking high level.
No.
Worked at a factory or whatever the fuck.
Didn't do shit, saved his money.
Yeah.
Gave it to his son who had a dream.
It's like, yeah, how do you amass $200K? That's crazy to me. My gram was like that, where she had like a bunch of money that she left to her kids who squandered it to where my mom got none.
The classic. No,
but,
that happened to my sister.
But yeah, it's great. Like, my mom has so many friends that make a ton of money, or like people I knew from New York that had crazy money. And it's like, as much as I've encountered it, it's always still hard for me to wrap my head around, just because it's like, I've only ever known making 40-ish.
That's what I mean. And like, we make it work. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, we have a house. You got a cat. Like, we're fine.
I did nothing forever.
I'm not strapped with credit card debt. Yeah, like. Yeah, I don't know.
I think about how much more money I would have if I didn't do my stem cells thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could start running math on that shit. I think about that with my cinema camera. I think about that with a bunch of shit. Start running the numbers on that. You start digging a hole. Being like, God, I can.
Well, that's the only thing I bought that was that substantial amount of money.
Well, it is a lot of money.
It was $8,000.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of money. Yeah.
Vegas was almost 1,000.
That's crazy. That's a lot.
I know.
That's a lot just to fuck around for a few days. I mean, we're going to Disney World.
Yeah, but you're getting
we're getting the full experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even that much. It was like $2,100.
Damn. You had to pay that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was whatever. It's fine. We'll split it with Christian.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You do something every now and then. But
what's there that you like?
I used to go there as a kid, so for me, it's halfway nostalgia.
That's a lot of money for nostalgia.
I'm gonna take mushrooms.
All right.
Really enjoy myself.
Good luck.
No, Disney's fun. I'm
like embarrassed at how
Christian's
bad I
also
am
never been
with people like that. Like, I was like embarrassed in Vegas.
What do you mean?
Like, I just fucking hate walking with people because they're like walking too slow.
Oh, see, I love just walking that strip.
I just want to go. I just want to go to the place. And
oh no,
everyone's walking too fucking shitty.
Nah, see, I like that.
It's like in high school when people are walking a mile an hour, and I'm like, yo, I literally would just walk to my class and sit down.
Yeah, and
have like 4 minutes left in the passing period.
It's wild.
Yeah, I understand in hindsight why people especially like thought I was weird.
Yeah. Like, it's passing period, I halfway get it because it's like, whatever, you want to get to class. But
if I saw Nick or something, I would talk to him.
If you're on
vacation, didn't have that many people.
If you're on vacation, you're not in a rush. Where are you going? Just walk around. Look at these people. Look at the scenery. Being like, wow. Yeah. Look at all these people. Just we're all in this fucking world together.
If it was no people around, like a park, I could walk slow, like scenery. But there's just all these fucking idiots. I just want to like walk away and get like to the place.
See, I like to immerse myself in the idiots. I like to hear what they're saying. I want to hear the conversations. I want to walk. I want to catch like glimpses of people. Maybe a smell.
I'm literally like simulating a fucking brawl the entire time.
What do you mean? Like you fighting people?
I just imagine John Wicking like a city. It's like stressful.
What, like what do you mean?
Like a John Wick movie.
Like you go on a rampage?
Yeah, but I die and then I have to start over. Like just different packs and groups of people. Like as you walk by, it's like, gotta fucking dismantle this people. Like, not everybody, but like when you're drunk idiots and like they're just like acting crazy and shit, and they're like running around, and it's like, so this guy bumps into me. What's gonna happen then? Like, fucking, I'm just like, it's stressful. I don't like it.
That's wild. That's interesting. Is Nick the same way?
Not as bad, but sort of. I think Nick's brain does the same thing, but he doesn't find it as stressful.
Interesting. See, I don't have any of that. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna fuck with me. 9 times out of 10, they don't. Like,
I have that part of my brain that's logical that says that, but then my brain does.
And it's also like if a drunk dude bumps into you, it's like, oh, he's a fucking drunk dude, whatever. It's
Again,
fine.
like I have the part of my brain that's like, and how many times in my life have I built something up and then that happens and then they're like, oh, my bad. I'm like, oh, no worries. You know, and it's like completely a non-issue.
Yeah.
But again, like just as I'm walking, it's just like a da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. What if this guy's got a gun?
And then it turns, I think the stress is because of the argument of like that's not going to happen. And then like you walk by someone and it's like, the thing happens like, well, we just said that we don't need to do that every time.
That's funny. No, we would just walk up and down the strip. And then we'd just sit on the curb and sheaf cigarettes. And then we'd fucking keep walking. You didn't get any cards?
No, I really I felt bad for. I didn't know those people were charging.
What?
Those girls charged to take pictures. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, that's all. That's like Times Square. Like,
but
you want to take a
get
picture
it
with
if
Mickey
you're
Mouse?
dressed up like a thing. Like there was a dude dressed up like Tyrone Biggums on Fremont Street. And it's like, well, that's funny. I could see wanting to take a picture with Tyrone Biggums. Like that's cool. I don't get wanting to take a picture with a hot girl and being like, oh,
Vegas.
I paid $20.
Yeah, people like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun to watch though. It's fun to watch that dude and is just having like this is his pinnacle. Like this is like
it makes me feel like the Illuminati's won and there's not even any point to
they have.
It. Yeah.
They have.
I know.
Well, that's the thing. They've won. That's why we can't research it because there's nothing to fucking find because it's gone. Like,
dude, that brings me up a perfect segue into one of my points. Wow.
This is good. I have another thing too I really want to touch on. So this is good.
There's a show called Cuneiform. So I thought, wow, this is going to be a cool documentary about Sumerian stuff.
Yes.
Cuneiform writing and whatnot. The little tablets, which we found out were so small.
I thought they were at least a sheet of paper.
They're so small.
I thought at least 8.5 by 11.
Right.
Standard.
It's not about anything Sumerian. I didn't write down what it is about. but my point.
Look it up. What's it called? Cuneiform?
It
doesn't matter. Keep going.
That's my point, though, is that now when you look that shit up, it's going to pull that up. The same way when I try to look up Alex Jones specific stuff, all that comes up is the Sandy Hook stuff. Or the same way when I look up, there was another one. Oh, remember that chair you said? They named that, like, gaming chair, like, the Anki or something.
The Anki.
Yeah, like, they just do shit like that, and then that way they can, like, put our shit on page 90, but there is no page 90 now. There's just more and more and more. And they just recycle the more and the more.
You get the
and
share.
DuckDuckGo
You get the
sucks
show.
now.
And then that's all they want.
And YouTube is Google, and they're both fucked.
And that's how it is. That's why our videos don't get shown to people.
Internet Archive's hard to use, and if shit's even still on there. I don't know, man. I get...
What show are you talking
despondent.
about? It's a show?
Yeah, there's Twitter ads for it.
No. Did you hear about the pyramids?
Which ones?
The main ones in Giza.
That picture keeps going around?
What picture?
With the cylinders?
Brother. They found this test came out. They found
yeah.
They found 6 pillars that are 600 meters deep.
Well, it's a labyrinth.
600 meters deep. I'm going to put that in perspective. The Freedom Tower.
A meter is a yard for
the Freedom Tower.
Because that's where our audience is. We're not talking meters on this show.
No, we don't do that here.
Think about a football field. 6 football fields.
6 football fields.
That's how we say that on this show.
The Freedom Tower in New York that we saw is 541 meters high. The pillars are taller than the Freedom Tower, and 6 of them are buried underneath the ground. Remember how they talk about how the pyramid weighs so fucking much, and like all these other monuments, like they don't fucking sink. Nothing sank. Like it sank like this much over the course of 10,000 years or however fucking old it is. But like buildings will just fucking fall. Like Manhattan's sinking right now. What if this is why it's not sinking? because they got these it's sitting on pillars that are buried into the fucking bedrock. And then the pillars, 6 pillars that go down like this. They got coils wrapped around them. There's something wrapped around each fucking pillar. The pillars then go down into 2 80 by 80 meter chambers. Yeah, 80 by 80 square meter chambers that connect underneath. If that ain't the fucking labyrinth.
Wow.
What do we do? Then look at this. Then they did.
I like how I just assume all these things have been done already. And then they're like, yeah, we got around to hitting.
Bro, they did another.
Why is every laser we have not?
They did another scan of the Great Pyramid. They found.
This is just tech getting better?
I'll explain to you what the thing they did, and I'll explain the criticism also. They they found 5 identical structures with roofs and 5 levels inside the pyramid. They found these things. That looks like the king's chamber. These things.
Where would those be that they haven't ran into them yet?
They're because we've only have that one entrance is they blew in with dynamite.
Yeah.
And then they have that one. They have the narrow shaft that goes up, and then the 2 shafts, and then there's like the queen's chamber and the king's chamber up here. This is all underneath, I guess. So they found this shit, including the cylinders and the fucking access to the labyrinth. They did this
access to it?
Well, that's what they're saying. That's what these could be.
That the labyrinths are? Or the cylinders are?
Yeah, so it doesn't really say if the cylinders are hollow or if it's like a stone cylinder going up.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they were like...
with this shit wrapped around it, right? Mm-hmm. And then those lead into these double chambers at the bottom. This person described it as the halls of Ameti. I never heard of that, but I looked it up. And it's from the Emerald Tablets.
What do you mean from them?
Which could be bullshit.
How can it be from it if we don't have it? That's what I love about these things.
I don't know. Maybe they got the one that what's that one translation that one fucking dude found?
But he just didn't though, right? That guy was like clearly what's the word? Huckster, right?
A Huxley.
No.
But the tablets are basically is what the chambers under the Sphinx and the pyramid talk about. That's where that labyrinth shit comes from. Is the tablets, is what this lady's saying. Is what it's describing.
I thought the labyrinth came from, I thought Solon said that to Plato.
He said the Atlantis thing.
I thought this too, though. That's
I don't know. That I'm not sure.
Can we look that up?
Let's see.
What did Solon say to Plato? Name my son Solon. Han Solon.
Han Solon. Let's see. We'll use the AI assistant. Solon did not speak directly to Plato.
Obviously.
They lived in different times. Hello, Plato dialogue. References Solon, particularly as context. The story of Atlantis. Hydrodosis? Herodotus? Herodotus. That's who claimed the labyrinth.
They had some good names.
I tell you, man.
They were like the original blacks. Can you imagine being though. Like a who was before the Greeks over there? Like
in Egypt?
No, in Greece, like in that area. Like who was in charge?
Probably like the
Syrians or something.
Probably.
So let's say that
the Turks.
That's what I almost said, but I wavered. I thought that maybe they came after or something, or they went back. I don't know, but that'd be funny if whoever was in charge over there was like, "Can you believe these fucking Greeks and these crazy names?" Herodotus. I gotta say Herodotus. No,
I ain't fucking saying that. Let's see who's in Greece.
I was reading about what was going on in Germany before. Germany was who like beat Rome technically.
Yeah, I was just looking into that. That was part of my book.
The Third of the Three Reichs.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? The First Reich was beaten by the Second Reich, which then was defeated in World War I think, and then the Third Reich came. Did you know a lot of that shit was done because those countries didn't have central banking? Did you know the German Empire was against central banking along with Napoleon and the Tsars? They were all against central banking, and they didn't.
Funny. That's Germany's like thing, like the banking. Like they.
Well, that's where those. Well, that's what it is. All those Hamburg Jews came, or Frankfurt Jews all came out. That's where
Rothschild.
Yeah, one of the biggest banks. The Rothschilds. Those all came out, and they go to all these fucking. I'm gonna have a whole presentation. They go to all these countries, and they all just do the same thing. They fucking make up money, like out of fucking nothing, and they loan it to all these countries and these like emperors and shit and kings at a crazy high interest rate. They call it usury. I didn't know that. And then when they outlaw it, they kick the Jews out. They go to another country, they do the same thing. They get fucked up. They kick the Jews out, and they go to another country, they do the same thing. They kick the Jews out.
It almost makes you wonder. And I know this is going to seem hard to believe because in your head you're like, well, obviously people are kicking Jews out.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of reasons. But could it be that maybe the Jews pulling the strings arranged to be kicked out so that they get to go somewhere as like victims and they get like a little sympathy handout over there?
I don't think so, because nobody fucking gives a shit back then. It seemed like they would get kicked out of England and they go to like Amsterdam. I guess that was like allowed over there or something. They were allowed over there. And they would go there, and then they would get kicked out of somewhere else, and they'd be like, oh, fuck. And then they would go somewhere else, and those people would be like, well, we don't fucking want them. And then they would get kicked out of Spain for doing the same thing. And then they got let back into England because that William the Conqueror for the reason why there's the City of London.
Yeah, maybe it's more that they just could do that back then, and we can't say, like, get the Jews out of the Federal Reserve.
No, exactly.
Like, we got fucked by time catching up to us.
Well, that's
you can't call it how you see it.
Yeah,
Everyone else was able to be like, hey!
Yeah, well, that's why. Well, it's like that one dude who was testifying in Congress, and he was going through all the COVID shit, and all the people in government, he's like, dual citizenship with Israel. Jew. Dual citizen. And they're like, stop it. Get out of here. Get out.
Was this guy on InfoWars?
But no, that William the Conqueror dude, who like the reason the City of London is still that thing is because he was allowed to be there and they left the wall or some shit and then they built London around it. He went in there and did all that shit because he was financed.
A wall, you say?
A wall. He was let in there and he was financed by the Jews. So when he went in there and made that area, he allowed the Jews to operate out of that area, the City of London. That's why that's where the Bank of England pops up, and then
as seen in Hogwarts,
exactly, and then
Harry Potter,
exactly, and then that bank fucking finances the English, and then they go invade Napoleon, and they go invade all these other people because they just all the banks want to do is just push war so that they could just keep lending you bullshit money at high interest rates, and then you're in debt to these fucking heebs. And I'm not saying it's a Jewish thing, but that's the people that are fucking doing it.
It's pretty funny to like.
We're not anti-Semitic, but it comes off.
Want to be that rich, that bad, but you would like sacrifice. It's literally like when a hero asks a villain, like, "What are you gonna do? Destroy the world? Where are you gonna live?"
Yeah,
it's literally one of those where it's like, guys, like you are fucking rich already. Yeah. You did it. But you did 2 world wars. Call it.
But that's the thing. They don't get because they did 2 world wars to fucking expand their empire so that they can have more money. And it's like, well, because they don't give a fuck. They got their own little world up here. We're the fucking, it's just like, like in the Bible when they're like, oh, the beasts will be slaves to the fucking, how the Jews say that? When
what?
Remember that video we saw where like it was these 2 like Hasidic Jews and they were talking about how like
sorry, you made me think of something. I can't say it right now. How like it'll be racist.
How like the Bible says how like the beasts were the beasts, like the Gentiles are gonna work for the Jews and that's gonna be the slaves or whatever. Maybe that's just what that is now. It's debt slavery. You're indebted to like every country is in debt to these fucking
taxes.
banks. Yeah, the taxes are bullshit. Like all these countries that had state-run banks, like with a gold
like for kings.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. Then it's like when that fucking Alexander, whatever that second czar was in Russia, it's like they had they had the best economy. Like there were no tag, there was no there was some like
they had good communism.
There was some bullshit or like taxes just to pay the state because you need fucking roads and shit.
Like real taxes.
Yeah, they had the lowest tax ever. They were the most like prosperous nation.
Tim Dillon was talking about how in the Hamptons, all the rich people got together to like make sure that the taxes don't go up. I guess like if you just like all agree on it.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. And he's like, what's funny is we have all the things you think taxes pay for. We have schools. We have roads.
Yeah, so why are the taxes so... Yeah.
He was like... And then trash, like, you're rich. You just hire a company to do it.
Yeah.
You're paying less than you would for crazy taxes.
Yeah, what's it matter?
Yeah.
No, it's the same shit. It's like
it says he pays like $3,200 a year in taxes for the Hamptons.
It's bullshit. It's like it's same thing with income tax. Same thing with all that. It's like why or a death tax? Like why?
Oh my god!
Why do you get taxed 10 times on the same money I make? I get taxed 4 times on the same money. It's like, what does that fucking make sense? Well, you got to pay back the interest rate for the national debt. That's horse shit because we did the whole fucking money thing in that when we were at the table.
I do miss having tips for that reason, being able to operate in cash a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like completely in the books.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, technically, it's got to be in the books now.
Oh, yeah, that's true now.
Yeah.
I guess I missed before, though.
Yeah.
In general.
But.
Because, having a little pocket money.
Oh, the cash is king. But then you start thinking, it's like, well, you got all this cash. It's like it should be earning interest somewhere. Like, what?
If it's sitting there, yes. But as far as, like, being able to just buy shit and not have it, like, ever exist, really. Like, spending cash on things
it's free money is what it feels like.
Because if you're buying it, I was thinking about
because I'm going to buy bullshit anyways.
Right. You can't buy, like, TVs and stuff with cash, because then if you get audited, it's like, where'd you buy this? And it's like, oh. But if you just buy, like, if you buy meals with cash, shit like that, that's, like, gone right away. Yeah. It's like, well, yeah.
Or, like,
this never happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, like, my MPC or some shit. Like, I just buy, like if I'm going to buy something dumb, something that, like, I don't really need, it's like, oh, just put a little cash aside every week. And then you got...
In a different way, that's good.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna like look like you could go and buy something for $10,000 in cash. They're not gonna fucking.
I mean, if you were to get audited or something, I don't think you ever would. I'm just scared of that from movies. Movies make it seem like that's just a thing that could happen.
Yeah.
But again, in every movie, people taxes are like millionaires.
Bro, did you file your taxes?
No, I still have to.
We file their taxes every year. I get fucked. I got $40.
How?
I don't get shit.
I don't understand.
I don't get dick ever.
I don't get that.
Never. Because we don't make it says.
Well, I know you're not supposed to get your house stuff. I don't think this year. You're supposed to get like the year.
We claimed the house this year, and we did get some money back. I had to put it under Christian because you got more money. But like, when you go to put your house shit in, it goes, yeah, we don't recommend you doing this because you don't make enough money. And then it's like, okay, well, let me try to do it, and then you get a shit ton of money back, and it's like, okay. Well, what the fuck else am I missing? Like,
you should go to my mom's guy.
Yeah, but then you're paying fucking $100 and something, and if I get 120 back, then the dude's like,
yeah, but the point of going to him would be so you get the not 100 because you're getting the 120 doing it, like missing the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you pay a guy to not miss the stuff, then you get like the $1,000 back, and then the 120 is whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Because my mom did that one. Like, she brought it somewhere, and like, still, I didn't get shit. And it was like, all right. And like, I had to pay TurboTax $80 or whatever the fuck. And it's like, all right, well, if I had and I got $40 back. So now if I pay this dude $120,
I'll ask my mom what it is because I have to give it to her because it's right by her where she gets her car from. So.
I'm going to do the Charles thing and just not fucking file.
Well, there's that.
Because it's like, you just got to get that one form so they don't take it out of your check. And then you're golden, pony boy. I watched these videos of these former IRS agents that like looked in the books, and there's no fucking law that says you got to pay taxes. And then they quit, and they're like, "Yeah, I haven't filed taxes since '98." It's like, okay,
those boys know the playbook though.
That's what I mean. I think if you just do the fucking, we get Chuck on the phone, figure this shit out
one of these days. You know what's funny about the sovereign citizen guys? Because that's kind of like that same energy. It's funny how, because they always have this one interaction of, "Sir, can I please see your ID?" And the guy goes, "I don't have to show it to you because I haven't committed a crime." And the guy's like, "I understand you haven't committed a crime, but I'm doing an investigation right now. There were gunshots in the area. A red car was reported. You're driving a red car. I need to ID you for my investigation." And the guy's like, "I haven't committed a crime." It's like, I feel like the cops' request is pretty reasonable. Like, I know how...
I mean, he could go fuck himself. I ain't giving him shit. But I halfway understand what he's saying, yes. But do you see a gun on me? Am I doing any, like...
But that's what I'm saying. This is where you start to look at other countries. Because in my mind, I'm like, yes, does this violate, like... the freedom I feel like I have all the time? Yes, and it pisses me off. But at the same time, it's like, well, there's gunshots in the area. Like, guy is it's not like he's being a dickhead and pulled me over and is like searching my car. He's like, he is doing like the job. Like a lot of cops don't respond to the gunshot fight. Like my grandpa said that, where he was like, "Yeah, I'd drive the other direction." It's like,
good.
NYPD.
Yeah.
Bleed flu. But I don't know. Like, that's some shit where I wish I could know the exact, like, what the 1% sovereign citizen guys do that are correct and where the 99% fuck up.
Yeah.
I'd love to be in the 1% there.
Because there are some people that do, like, if they start escalating it and they're like, they start getting loud, that's when it's like, pump the brakes, brother. Because just tell them you don't have to give them your ID and don't give it to them.
They pulled up on a lawyer.
Because I don't think you have to. I think he can go fuck himself.
I think it's like, because there was another
I think if I got a gun in the car, probably.
But how do you know that?
Well, if it's on the seat or something. Like you see a gun in the car, sure. You got reasonable.
Like probable cause.
Yeah, you got probable, sure. But like if I'm just in a lot of people got red cars, brother.
Oh, for sure. That's what I'm saying. It sucks, but like, you get.
And then also, you got to think, if you're the guy, and you did the crime, I ain't giving him my fucking ID.
Oh, I think if you do the crime,
I'm pulling that card. Absolutely. What you fucking?
No, you got to play it cool. Here you go, officer.
Yeah.
Beautiful day we're having.
Sure thing. It says you don't live around here. Yep. I be staying up. I be staying.
I be staying.
Just picked up a 3.5 from my brother. I went Southern honk with that.
I just got done doing a nickel.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go back.
Yeah. But no, there are some people, that are like, I ain't fucking showing you shit.
Oh, well, like the lawyer dude just schooled him real quick. He was like taking his garbage out, and he's like, "No, I don't have to show you anything." He just said 10 things real fast, and they were like, "All right, yeah." But then the other one, I'm like, I mean, I do get it. Because, like, what's the alternative? It's like, "Sir, there were gunshots fired. I'm doing an investigation. Stop your car." And he's like, "Nope, wasn't me. I get to keep driving." It's like, well, what would the criminal say? Like, it's not like the criminal will be like, "Fuck, I did do the crime, so I guess I have to stop." You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm like, well, what is the cop supposed to do? Fucking, you get mad at them if they shoot you.
You gotta get probable cause.
But what is he going to do? Tail every red car? It's like the point of just...
Investigate, brother. Get your little camera, your binoculars. Look, wait him, tail him.
I don't like when one cop's talking to the guy and another cop is walking around and he's looking into the car.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That would freak... I'd be like, I don't have anything in my car.
Hey!
I literally have nothing in my car.
Yeah.
I would spaz about that.
Yeah. I think about like the straight pre-roll tube that's like in my car.
I mean, I have vapes and stuff.
I would just say they're Christians. Yeah, they're my girlfriend. She's a medical patient. Me? I mean, I'll smoke at night.
I mean, I would blame you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I smoke at night.
Like, my friend from work smokes in here. It's a disgusting habit, honestly. Yeah.
I mean, I'll smoke at night every now and then. Like, if you tested me, it'd be in my system just because I have smoked at night. But, like, I have to be at home for me to smoke.
Hey, if you tested me, I'd beat your ass.
Yeah. I'll give you a fucking test, brother. All right. Are we done with this shit? You got anything else?
Yes. All the other dumb things I wrote down are not time sensitive. Oh, the UFC one. Oh, you know that one organization?
Which one?
Asian MMA.
What's it called? Oh, one. Yeah. You know that one organization? Yeah, which one?
Oh. All right, guys, we're gonna go out on that.
Yeah, that was good.
No, the CEO's a dickhead, and
dual citizenship with Israel.
No, Singaporean.
Oh,
gotta watch out.
That could be worse.
Could be indeed. He talked shit about a Japanese fighter who, I think the situation was he made weight. His opponent came in after all the like weigh-in people left because he came in so late, and then like one guy came and weighed him in, but there was like no witnesses to it, and even with no witnesses, they were still like, he was over like a little bit, like a couple grams or whatever, and the dude was like, I don't know, like I'm not gonna fight him because like no one saw this motherfucker weigh in, and even like
how is that missed? How do you miss a
shitty organization? He's a good fighter, but
yeah, but isn't it on stage in front of people?
That's what I'm saying. He came in so late, everyone had left.
Oh.
And so they had like one guy come in and like, but if you're gonna like lie, you think they would just say, but so even in the lie, they were like, he's a little heavy. It's like, so the guy's thinking like, damn, this motherfucker's gonna come in like big as hell. Yeah. If even in the lie, they're saying like, he's gonna be a little big just to brace you. So he said, no, I'm not fighting. Like, no one saw this guy weigh in. So the CEO gets up and talks shit about this Japanese fighter in an event in Japan. And then like, he issued an apology like the next day.
The fighter or the CEO?
The CEO. And he's like a super dickhead millionaire. Like he never apologizes really for shit like that. And everyone was like, damn, you think the fucking Yakuza gave him a ring?
Are they running?
Yakuza runs Japanese MMA. That's like what happened to Pride and Dreams. They both got shut down because of Yakuza involvement. And no one wanted to support it anymore.
Well, don't they run a lot of shit out there.
There's once a year meeting between the Yakuza and the government where they like agree upon like where they're gonna leave each other alone at.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's old school shit.
You think they just shut it down?
Well, in America,
America
has the mentality that we do that. Meanwhile, it's like cartel, Chinese,
war,
triads,
Philadelphia,
black
all
gangs,
places. No.
White supremacy groups.
Yeah, no, just the worst of the worst.
Militias.
Yeah. Appalachian people.
An apartment full of Venezuelans.
Yeah.
Native Americans are chill.
You watch the Channel 5 Elon protest?
They haven't made any gangs.
No, they haven't made any.
No, I didn't.
It's just the same dumb fucking Elon, they're fucking we do not support President deport
I feel like all those left people with the blue hair think that like football and shit is gay. But it's like you're doing the same thing. You're like just excited to be out in a crowd of people.
It's gay
yelling.
To like anything like that. It's fucking
again like
to be into anything is gay
like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
to be
have hobbies. Have things you enjoy.
Enjoy things. Yeah. I like music. I'm not fucking at a West Side Gun protest for fucking like
freaking out about shit. It's crazy.
It's insane. It's insane.
I feel like I could be the most successful Marvel hater streamer type person, but I don't want to spew negativity. I could sit on the computer for 4 hours constructing videos about why Invincible is bad, why the comic book is better.
Well, what is that good for you?
What is that good for? I spoil it for a bunch of people because I'm going to have to do the whole thing. I can't just do.
And
up
then
to the
you're
show.
angry. You're making negative content.
I'm fighting with people.
Oh, the comments.
I'm arguing to generate.
Speaking of comments, all of our diehard fans out there, I know there's a few of you guys that actually come back and listen. We do appreciate and we do love every one of you. But I'm going to need you guys to fucking weaponize yourselves and really go after these people in the comments. We're getting a lot of haters, and I can't stand them alone. You know what I mean? Like, we're going after them.
It comes off kind of faggy if we do it.
I go after them. And, like, I do kind of play it right. Some people say some things, and I get fucking irked, and I get upset.
But we need to be above it. And we need
So if you guys want to be like some foot soldiers, really get in there, I'll fucking tag along with you. We'll ping pong out off of each other. I think we really just got to put these people in their place and show them what Bridge Burners is about and tell them to go fuck themselves.
Like in the first movie when they were cool in the arcade.
And like always, go fuck yourself. That's from Tropic Thunder. We just watched that clip.
It is from Tropic Thunder. We did just watch it.
It's a good clip. Anyways, we'll see you cats later. We're back next week with another beautiful episode.